All right, guys, we got a little bit of APA 8 ball. It is PDN versus Mike, 7 versus 7. Lagging for the break. Not a great lag, but PDN wins it on to the first one. Okay, PDN to break rack 1. Breaking from the middle, still struggling with the break on these valleys. Let go of the cue ball a little bit. No good. Mike's gonna go for the solids here. Some of you guys might remember Mike from the last time he was on the channel where I got pummeled. I'll probably put a link up there. One combo, leaves the 2 out in front of the pocket, runs the cue ball back a little bit far. Looks like his touch was a bit off. Both of us, I don't think we wanted to be there this night. He only had 5 people show up on his team, so he was kind of forced to play, and I was just there for timeouts and stuff for my team, so kind of feel like we got tossed into the match. I left that 10 ball there. The reason I left the 10 ball there is I wanted to come back up the table and have a backup for when because I saw that I'm going to have to move the 5 at some point to get it out of the way of the 14, or play the 14 back up, but the 6 is kind of in the way. So I figured if I'm going to have to play those around, I need another ball that I'm going to have to use. So I just left the 10 ball there. Seemed like it was one that I could get on easier if I have to. It's not a great key ball for the 8 ball, but see what I do with it. Play the 11-9 combo, leave the 11 right there. Got some options with what I want to do. And use the 13 to get back on the 10. But see what I can move now. So I'm just going to go ahead and move the 13 now and try to get the 14 where I can make it. Put it up in front of the corner. I'm just going to shoot this 11 ball with a little bit of a high inside. Try to hold the cue ball down here. Leaks out a little bit. So all I got to do now is avoid hitting the 5 ball. I was going to run it around the table. What I think I'm looking at here is I just wanted to bring it around this way and kind of play like a pro side shape on the 10. Go 3 rails. I catch the 5. So leaving the 10 ball there kind of turned around and bit me. I didn't... Probably could have looked at the breakout a little bit better. We kick the ball in. All right, PDN wins the first one, up 1-0 on to rack 2. All right, rack 2, PDN breaking. I moved the ball a couple inches to the left this time, just a slightly different break. 7 ball goes in, 3 ball goes in. I got the 4 and 5 in front of the pocket. 1 and 6 aren't in a bad spot, so solid's looking pretty good here. Watching this now, I think I should have gone with the 5 first. Left myself a better angle for getting up the table instead of forcing a draw back to the middle of the table. Didn't give myself enough room on the 1 ball. Frustrating. I think I just shoot this 6 ball with some high inside, run the cue ball forward a couple rails, try to get out. Might play it straight up and down, but no, I do play it straight up and down. Nah, it's not a great shot. Overshoot that one by about a foot. Cross that one, because I couldn't see any of the ball. Yeah, I think playing the ball that I had here, I think if I play the cue ball 2 rails out, it's easier for me to hold it in this area, using this rail to catch the speed. In my defense, this is supposed to be my night off. I was not going to play. Mike's too. I mean, look what he's doing. You know, he runs that up. All he's trying to do is get over here so he can start moving this mess around, and he puts it directly behind the 8 ball. Just clearly. You have nights like that. Leave. Yeah, pretty solid result there. Well, now he's got ball in hand, so this little mess of balls isn't going to be a problem for him anymore. Moves the 8 ball a little bit. The spin dies on that one. He was trying to pull that out just a little bit more. You still got to look on this 9 ball though. I also think he was trying to draw this one up in this area here, so he could just roll the 11 up. He still can. He's locked in on it. He definitely was trying to pull this one a little bit closer to this rail over here. We got enough room to cut this 1 ball into the side. If I do, I can play this a couple different ways. You can play this with a little bit of high inside. Just bring your cue ball across the table and back out here. I don't really like holding it on these, especially if it's a really thin cut, and it kind of looks thin. Just want to get the cue ball dead center of the table. It's almost ideal. Try to hold it. Oh, okay, so it wasn't super thin, so I could hold it, which is good. Now here, I'm just shoot a stop shot, and instead I stun it to the corner and lose the game. All right, here's Mike breaking. Let the ball drop, you don't need to catch it. Yeah, only shot I had was a long one close to the rail. Another thing too that's coming into play that I just saw in that one, we've got a private party. This place has bowling garages, is what they call them. So there's a giant garage door that is right here next to the tripod, and it's open now, and there are people running in and going this way in between all the pool tables. There's a giant walkway over here, huge walkway over here. They're on a timeout, so we'll just talk about this. So instead of going around the big giant walkway that's on the other side of the tables where our people are keeping score, they're going right through here in between and walking around my tripod. Those of you who have been on the channel for a while know I recently upgraded my camera, and having a bunch of people run in and out of a garage door by my tripod is making me a nervous wreck. Watching it back, I feel like somebody's going to knock over my camera, even though I know they didn't. But it does come into play later. All right, Mike's back from his timeout. It's 14 in, breaks up the 11-7 problem. Good shot. Nine ball tries to move the 10. I'm not really sure if he was trying to move the 10 or why he would move the 10 there. I think the 10 wasn't the biggest problem. Thirteen's okay though. Let's go. Oh no, catches this just enough of the 11 to scratch. Probably need to move the 3 ball. Three ball's a tough one in that it can't go this way, can't go that way. It's really hard to make it go that way. So if we're gonna have ball in hand, we can just pick these apart. All of these seem to just be in a great spot, and the 2 gets you back out to all of them. So just seeing if the 5 goes. If I end up overrunning this one, I'm gonna shoot the 6 here. If I can get the cue ball into this area right next to the 4, I can play the 5 on the side, but just seeing how far I need to go on this 6 in order to do it. So I get pretty straight on the 6. Got a bit of an angle. I think I have to draw this out. Just overran this one a couple inches. Being straighter would have been better. So we just run it up to the 2 ball, use the 2 ball to come back. Now I can run this into the 5. I can punch it off the 2, which I just went to line up. So the straight line, the tangent line runs kind of at the 10 and the 5. So I'm just going to punch it towards them. So I move the 10 and the 5. Get unfortunate. I don't hit that 11. If I hit that 11, I think this rack is over. If I hit that 11, I'm just shooting the 5 this way, shooting back. But the other one might be a bit of a problem. So I can just hold it for the 4 and play the 1 there to get shape on the 8. Yeah. Yeah, I just gave the old head shake. This rack is so much easier if I bump into that 11. Oh well. Mike runs to the table. Ooh, misses the 10 ball. And he gives it the long death stare. He's trying to pop that 10 ball, get a little bit of space between that 10 and that 1. For this reason right here. Oh. Well, plays a great carom shot up the table. Instantly punished. Right, so he calls the kick. He's going to kick this into the corner, which is dangerous because I've got a 1 and a 5 right in this area. It's a really thin, but yeah, as you can see, I'm 5-4-1-8. Just want to give myself some angle on this one. Don't want to be straight in on the one. So you want to be either close to the side rail or out here somewhere so you have a bit of angle to make things happen. I go for middle of the table. Probably a little bit too straight. I was hoping probably to be a little bit closer here. If I get the ball right here, this is just a natural roll for the 8. If I'm a little straight, that means I'm going to have to punch it a little bit. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to punch. Looks like I'm gonna run this one. I don't remember what I do on the shot. Yep, just punch. All right, PDN is up 2-1 on to rack 4. All right, PDN to break. All right, Mike drains the 4, gets a little bit of movement, trying to break these up. Shot on the 7 here. 7's good. 7 takes him to the 5. 5-2, 3-6-1-8. Oh, second guessing himself. Okay. Still like the 2 to the 3 here. Okay, so does he. He was playing no. He was trying to force it up the table and play the 2 to the 1. I think if he just rolls that and plays the 2 to the 3, leaves the cue ball out here, goes for the 3. If he gets the cue ball here and plays the 6, he's just natural stun shape over here. You can play that towards the rail. Just get your cue ball back out here off the 1, anywhere out here that 8 ball's makeable. Pull that back, get on the 10. Got a little too straight here. Trying to draw back and leave it just closer to the rail. In my head, I thought I was going to be down here, which I can play to any stripe on the table. Here, a little straight, I have to just draw it out a couple inches and take my medicine. I can't draw back into this because I'm going to run into the 6 over here. Got a 14-15 combo that doesn't look terrible. I think I can play the 9 out for the 12. A lot of pace. Oh, I break up the 14-15 and put the 14 against the 8 and blame some inanimate object, I'm sure. 11 or 15. I think I leave the 11 there to break on the 14 again, so I go for the 15, although I think my preferred shot here was the 11. If I wasn't... I don't like playing this line here, because you're just pushing the 8 ball closer to the rail behind it too. So coming out back behind it this way is pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Don't lose the 8 ball. We have a shot here? No, I'm holding my headache. You see me holding my neck? I'm trying to stop a headache. So I line up the cut into the side over here. It's a pretty tough line. I can run this around the table though if I get on it. So we make that. How do I run this so far though? Yep, holding the headache. Let's see if I get enough on this. Oh, man, I am not comfortable with this shot, huh? The problem is I'm on the second half of the side, so this is really, really punchy, weird shot. I think I was trying to go for a bank shot there or something. Just annoyed. I can't, from where it is over here and where I was, it's really hard for me to avoid the scratch. Even with draw, because I have to hit it so thin, the draw has to hit just right, and I'm jacked up on the ball, which was terrible. I get really, really lucky here that Mike rattles the 3-ball. It's probably annoyed at how slow I'm playing. I was playing pretty slow on this night. All right, 8-ball down. PDN is up 3-1. On to the next one. All right, PDN breaking rack 5. We moved the cue ball back. 1 ball down. Play the 16 to the side. I think I was trying to run this around everything. Bump the 10 ball, or maybe I wanted to hit the 10 ball a little fuller. I don't know. Hard to say from that angle. Get the hand up, apologizing for my stupid luck. Tied up a shot though, so not great. Try to bring the cue ball back up in here and break up the mess that I just made. Might have gotten away with it. I think I opened it up so I can make the 5. 2 ball doesn't look very makeable though. Try to play the 5 off the back of the 10 and hit it a little solid. Gets a somewhat friendly bump on the 8-ball. That's an unfortunate spot to leave it. Really, really awkward queuing for him here on this one. Gonna try to get him between these two. I don't blame him at all on that one. That was really tough for him to get his hand down on. Trying to move everything around, create a little bit of space over here. Oh, I catch that point just a little tight. I thought for sure I was going to be able to bring it this way, and that cue ball just catches enough this spot right over here on that point to send it at a sharper angle. I think I hit that okay. If I just missed that point, I think I actually break that up. Going for a 2-rail to try to leave a safety out of this or roll the cue ball up somewhere else. I miss it. I shot it way too hard. Way too hard. Even for what I was trying to go for. I mean, I'm not trying to make that ball here. I can't be. I think just hit the edge of the 2, push the 2 into the rail, back into the 15, send the cue ball up this way. I think that's my best bet. I'm going to slow down and look at those a little bit. This is my artistic shot of the night. I'm trying to play the 2-ball into the rail, into the 15, and carom it back this way. So we're going to go bank carom. I'm glad that cue ball stopped the 8-ball from going in or getting right in front of the pocket. I remember this one. White gets down on his 11-ball shot here, and he's about to take it. And in walks this from the private party in the garage. He steps back to let her through. She rolls her eyes at him, gets to the other side of him, and starts talking trash as she's walking away. He's done. To be fair, that cue ball was running right at my 2-ball, and I was very likely out, but yeah. All right, it's rack 6. PDN is on the hill. Six ball? 6-ball. Do I have anything else? I don't think so. I'm gonna spread them out that well and not have a single ball I can shoot at. Literally the only ball I have is the 2-ball over here somewhere. Go first into the 5. Yeah. Mike decides the 13 is the way to go on this one. Just gonna run this out, probably for shape on the 15. Yeah, ooh, put a lot of spin on that one. I guess he's coming up here to this side of the table. Yeah, and the hat has come off. Right. I think he's got about half a pocket with this 10-ball. Just catches the 5-ball. I think if I got a 7 in the side, it's the only ball I can see right now. So if I can get past the 7, I should be in good shape. Run into the 15 a little bit. Play 4-ball shape to the 3. I think I can run this past the 8 just gently. I'm not really liking where I am right now, but if I draw back and bump the 8, I can leave the 8 here and the cue ball here, which means I can't see the 2. So I think my only option here is almost like a pocket speed roll up. So I'm going to bounce off the 8 and then give myself a look at the 2-ball. Play that one around. I think I had a slight off angle on that one that I couldn't just slow roll. Now this shot here, I try to put a little bit of draw with some inside spin on it because I think I'm going to draw it here and I'm trying to hold the spin, but I draw it obviously a lot sharper. Leave myself about an 89-degree cut, which is exactly what you want when you're trying to get out and end a match. Ben finally kicks in and pulls the cue ball over to the 10-ball, tries to hide it from me, like you do. I think I'm pretty amped after making that cut shot here. Did a little fat. Big cut. All right, we got a long one for the 8-ball. in the pocket. All right, so we win this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a weird one. A lot of distractions, a lot of weirdness, and didn't quite get Mike's best game, obviously. If you did enjoy it, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, and 65% of you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It helps out the channel greatly. I think I'm like 15 away from 1,000 right now. Just kind of hit a stall, which is weird, but to be expected, I guess. I'm gonna go record a 10-ball match. It's me and Dom, and I will see you guys in the next one.